So I just got back from court this morning, having been issued a summons several weeks ago for what the summons claimed to be reckless operation of a bicycle. What I really did was I stopped at a red light, and when the coast was clear, I proceeded through it. On the opposite side of the intersection was a police officer hiding behind a phone booth. A little dirty. And he stopped me, and he gave me a citation, or the summons, and told me that there's a crackdown because of the city's program called Vision Zero for safer city streets, which all makes perfect sense. But the officer told me that there was a crackdown, and they were cracking down on bicyclists. Here's my problem. I don't have a problem with obeying the law. What I do have a problem with is, in the interest of safer city streets, giving the bicycle any priority whatsoever in this crackdown. Everybody knows that the real villain in an unsafe city street is the car. And I could be driving a cab or any car really and hit a pedestrian and kill them. Kill a pedestrian. I could jump the curb and cut off a tourist's legs. And really basically get a slap on the wrist. I don't say that in jest. That literally happened. That's how it goes. The punishment for killing someone with a car in this town is virtually zero. But the idea, in light of things like that, that a bicycle gets any priority in a crackdown is a misalignment of values, I think. Now, people who don't like bikes, or people who don't like me, or would say, well, George, you think that the bicycles shouldn't have to obey the law, that bicyclists should be able to just do whatever they want and not get punished for bad behavior? No, I will be the first one to say that I am not on board with bicyclists who make it look bad and ride in an ungentlemanly way, let's say. Riding on the sidewalk, riding against the traffic, blowing through red lights as if they don't exist or don't apply to them at all. Or my pet peeve is when bicyclists wait in the middle of a pedestrian crosswalk so pedestrians have to walk around them to get to the other side of the street. That's rude. So yeah, I'll be the first to admit that there are a lot of cyclists who make this look bad. I don't practice those behaviors, nor do I condone them. But people are gonna say, "Oh, I'm advocating disobedience of the law," which is, if that's what you believe, you're an idiot. No, what I'm saying is that there is a misalignment of priorities here. And I got 6 hours of community service. I got to do a day of community service, which at the end of the day, I don't really give a shit about. The point is that painting the bicycle as the villain in the interest of safer city streets is a problem. As far as I'm concerned, riding a bike is a public service. Zero emissions, safer, minimal, negligible footprint on the pavement, healthier, but yet the bicycle's the villain? And people saying, well, bicyclists hurt people. Show me the statistics on the number of people injured and killed by bicycles next to the number of people killed or injured by cars. Then we can have a conversation. But until then, let's stop painting the bicycle as the bad guy and the villain. Yes, there are going to be assholes. But at the end of the day, the priority of a crackdown for safer streets should not be the bicycle. It should be the car. And once that's solved and we put a tourniquet on the number of people killed, then let's go after bicycles. Crack down there. Or change the law, which I would love to do. Treat a stop sign like treat a red light like a stop sign, and a stop sign like a yield. It's called the Idaho stop. But anyway, I digress. Stop painting the bicycle as the villain. Be reasonable.